Right, first of all, what is your name?
My name is Brandy Dominguez.
Brandy, tell me yesterday, kind of run down what happened yesterday.
I ran my neighbor to the store so she could grab some cigarettes and a couple of sodas. And while I was gone, my probation officer came to my house. My girls were asleep whenever I left in the care of their aunt, who was sitting up playing on Facebook when I walked out the door. And I got a call. I was almost back to the house. I was on School Road, and I got a call from my sister saying that my probation officer was here and we were having big problems and I needed to get home quick.
What did you find when you got here?
My probation officer was very upset from where my sister had badmouthed him and cursed at him and told him that my children were not her responsibility, and then she blamed it because she got woke up and my girls were in the bedroom. They had woken up and were screaming because they needed to, get out and see where mommy was, and she refused to get up.
So basically, they were in her care at the time.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and she just kind of just lazy, didn't want to get up or what?
Yes, sir, which I don't leave them with her very often, and I knew I wasn't going to be gone very long. So, they were still asleep. Our routine is I get up, I usually grab a shower, and I start breakfast, whether it be cereal, Pop-Tarts, or actually cook eggs, bacon, and sausage and biscuits and pancakes, whatever I'm cooking that morning for breakfast. I get up and we get them dressed. We go outside, we play. They have a swing set, a trampoline. We have a set schedule. We get up and we brush our teeth and take our vitamins. We all take our vitamins and brush our teeth together in the bathroom. And since they were still asleep, I didn't think, I was just going right up to the store. I didn't think that it would come out to be this.
Look at your Facebook. I see your kids back years. It just seems like a lot of kids this, kids that. Kind of tell me a little bit about your kids.
My babies are actually miracle babies. I had cervical cancer and could not get pregnant. So when I found out I was pregnant, I was ecstatic, first of all. And when I went to my first ultrasound, the lady was like, "Oh, I found a heartbeat," and I'm so happy because I couldn't get pregnant because of the cancer. And then she goes, "Oh, I found another heartbeat," and I was like, "Oh my gosh. First I can't get pregnant, then the baby has 2 hearts." She's like, "No, no, 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 you're having twins," and I fell off the table. Yeah, they're miracles. They're my angels, and I love them with all my heart. And this, what's happening right now, is just, I haven't eaten since night before yesterday. Friday, I think, was the last time I ate.
What about, you see it from the front of the street, you see the trailer, you see all the holes in the windows, the holes in the wall, the holes in the doors, but kind of something sits behind it.
Actually, are you talking about the front trailer? The front trailer we bought to join to this one to make the space that we live in more huge, I guess I should say. We are wanting for each of the girls to have their own big bedroom, not a very small bedroom, which is the room behind us is their bedroom. It's large, but there's 2 of them and they fight over everything. So I kind of wanted to start to separate them, and the middle bedroom is very small. And I didn't think it was fair for one baby to have a small bedroom and one baby to have a big bedroom. And my bedroom adjoins to the bathroom, and I don't think it's safe. So their bedroom actually had a bathroom, and I ripped it out. So that's why this front trailer is here. It's gutted. I don't live in it. Right now it's storage because I'm short on cash to start remodeling it. The electricity is full and ready to go. It's just needing the wires from the box to the pole and light fixtures. It needs sheetrock, drywall, and flooring. And I'm not gonna, where the holes are in the windows, I'm not doing windows. I'm just covering it and putting on drywall. So I have the toilets, I have the bathtub, I have the sinks all ready to go. It's just short on cash that I can't get to it.
Okay. What about now? Okay, they came in here, they got the kids. What
Yes.
did they tell you that they were going to do there?
As of right now, I was trying to get in contact with their father, but being as money is tight from where my niece and my nephew were here, and we just were taking care of 4 kids instead of just 2. They lived with us for 3 months, and those kids were spoiled as rotten as much as my own. He doesn't have a cell phone, and he just started a second job to try to work on trying to get the girls' beds, because their brand new beds were broken in the process of my niece and nephew being here. So I've posted on my Facebook wall, I've posted in groups that are for sale in Montgomery County, for sale in Liberty County, yard sales, free Montgomery County, free Woodlands. I've posted in all these pages that I'm looking for 2 twin beds, because I know the twin beds are more sturdier than the toddler beds are, so they won't get broken as easily. And I just haven't had any luck in finding them. That's one of our big things that we need to work on.
I'm talking to a friend of yours. Basically, you've been over there the past 3 weeks with the kids anyhow. I hadn't even been here.
Exactly. I have been with a friend of mine. I choose to keep her nameless. She is pregnant and a centimeter dilated at 4 months pregnant. And I have been at her house for 3 weeks. Haven't even been at my own home. My girls have been with me. She has 2 little boys. They play together. They have so much fun. Her 2-year-old is actually 2 weeks older than the girls, and we were pregnant at the same time, living together. So it's kind of been an experience for the girls, because since their cousins are gone, they don't have anybody to play with, and they miss their cousins.
What about now? They said there were 2 locks. I don't see any locks on it, or they just had the 1 lock in there.
There was 1 sliding lock on the door. It was for protection only, for the reason of my girls are intelligent. They are 2 years old. They know how to open doors. They know how to, we've had to put a lock on the refrigerator. That didn't work either, because they were smart and learned how to open that too. The plastic things that we bought at Walmart, they ripped them off like it was taking a wrapper off of a sucker. It was too, what's the word? It was too simple. So I asked their father, for the reason of, I have actually been in the shower, taking a shower while they have been awake, in their room playing, and it was completely quiet. I'm wrapped in a blanket because I couldn't grab a towel fast enough. It was too quiet in the house, and I ran into their bedroom. They were not here. The front door was standing wide open.
They basically walked out the door.
They walked out the door. Hence the reason why at nighttime, and if I go to take a shower and they're awake, or even especially if they're asleep, I don't want them to go run outside looking for mommy, because mommy steps outside to breathe fresh air.
I mean, the yard is pretty much fenced in anyhow.
We took our rent money, our house payment money, because we are buying this place on contract. We took our house payment money last month and built the fence. I was out there at 9 o'clock at night putting in T-posts, because I don't have the money to pay someone to do it for me. And it's not put up very well, but it's doing its purpose. But they've learned how to pull the gate open. So, I mean, my Cecilia, she's 2. She can count to 5. She goes A, B, C, D, E. She can tell you where the trash is. She can tell you, she stands on a chair and helps me cook. She makes tortillas with her hands. They're about this big. We do eat a lot of tortillas in this house. She stands up, and I'm teaching her how to help do the dishes. Because I have a health problem, I have a hernia, and I'm on the waiting list to get my surgery done. So they help me pick up clothes out of the floor when they take them off themselves. And they help me take them to the bathroom, and I'll sit in the floor between the washer and the dryer, because they face each other. And they'll stand there, here, mommy, bringing me the dirty clothes so I could put them in the washer. They're so sweet. They don't deserve they're in a place where they don't know anybody, and Cecilia has nightmares. And I'm worried sick about what's going through their mind. They were traumatized yesterday.
Tell me that, okay, law enforcement said they had no clothes on when they got here.
I honestly, I do not put them in pajamas, because they come off. Anytime I put clothes on them at nighttime, they come off. They take them off themselves. I've done the sleeper with the zipper and the button. It just doesn't work. So I put them only in a diaper, and I put them to bed last night, probably about 9:30, or not last night, night before.
Okay, and then they said yesterday when they came in, though, that their children were in the bedroom with no clothes on. That in fact, they said they were nude as well with the sheriff's office.
They are trying to get into the potty training stage. Like I said, they are too. And so when they wake up, the first thing they do is they take their diaper off and they bring it to me so I can put the clean one on. Unless I am already in the living room, because if they're asleep, I'm not resting. I mean, I'm not asleep, but I'm resting in my room until they wake up. I don't think 8:30 is too late for them to be up, considering they were up late the night before. So, they take their own diapers off too. I can't control that. I can't tell them to stop. If they're wet and it's uncomfortable, they're gonna take it off. And it was reported that there was no diapers period in that room, and there was a wet diaper, not a dirty diaper, a wet diaper right behind the door from where they were knocking on the door trying to get their Aunt Amy to come get them.
It was basically when the door opened, pushed it behind the door.
Exactly.
Toys in the bedroom.
They have a complete toy box. It is a tote this long, this high, of toys. They took their Little Mermaid dolls with them, which I got for them for their birthdays last year. They have baby dolls. They have books. They have blocks. They have 3 sit and spins in their room. They have Tonka trucks. They have, from where my nephew was here, they have all kinds of toys. But the thing of it is the toy box was in a spot where you have to actually walk into the room and know where it's at to see it.
Just kind of that corner back there.
It's in the corner.
Right. What about, you're looking up back. They've got a complete swing set out there. They've even got a trampoline with netting around it.
Yes, they do. And we have a swimming pool. They have a swimming pool. We took it down as the reason of it's too cold at night and it wasn't getting warm enough in the daytime, so we took it down. It is a 4-foot by 18-foot swimming pool. Okay. And their life jackets are still outside, I believe. And floaties, I've went through so many armbands and rings this summer. Oh, my gosh. Because they bite them. They don't like them. They want to be held on to. And, Ceci, she can get into her armbands and her ring, and she'll jump off the deck into the pool.
Okay, what about, hang on a second.
One.
Okay, now, they also said that you had some charges on you for human trafficking.
That is untrue.
Okay, tell me a little bit about that.
I do not have any charges for human trafficking. Human trafficking is more for sex crimes.
Okay, what kind of charge did they put up?
I have a conspiracy to transport illegal aliens.
And that was from up here that happened quite a while back?
It happened in June.
In June? Mm-hmm. And no, they're not allowing you to talk about that right now.
No, sir.
But what about as far as...
I go for sentencing in January.
In January?
Mm-hmm.
What are they saying on that?
I'm not allowed.
Okay. Now, they were here yesterday. You had parole officers. What
yes.
Or probation officers?
I am on a bond for right now. It's unsecured. And they are to come to my house and check on me. But since I haven't been here, I've been with my friend. They've been out here several times, and my sister has lied to them and told them that I moved out. If I moved out, why is all my stuff still here?
So that's basically what they're trying to do yesterday, too?
Yes, that was a second thing on me yesterday. They were like, well, we were told you moved out. If I moved out, everything in this house is mine. So why is all my stuff still here if I've moved out? Right. So that's something else that's kind of going against me, but I haven't moved out. Okay. I'm here. I just haven't been here because I'm helping a friend.
Now, when this whole thing came about, it's kind of out of a desperation type deal that you did it?
It is. We had 2 vehicles, and both of them were broke down, and I couldn't go to the store to buy milk. I couldn't do anything. I didn't have nowhere else to turn. I didn't want to do it, and that's basically all I can get into right now. Okay. It was kind of, a wrong. I've never done anything like this before, and believe me, it ain't never happening again. I am paying so horribly for it. I have been through so much because of one day, one wrong mistake, and on my way back from where I was violated. I was raped by a man that I don't even know. So it's not the criminal. That's not what bothers me. What bothers me is what has happened to me since then.
What about the girls now? What's going to happen there? Do we know anything there yet?
We do not know anything about them as of right now. I did call the CPS investigator this morning and ask, but I got called at about 11:30 to go to a job, a legit job with someone in Conroe chasing chickens. And I have been there since 11 o'clock this morning, and it is 8:30 almost. I got home about 45 minutes ago.
And just basically, right now, almost really unemployed, just looking at any kind of work that you can do to help pay your bills and everything else.
It's more of I'm looking for any kind of work to get what I need to get fixed here at the house, and maybe even start remodeling it, the other trailer. Like I said, the floors are brand new. They're complete. They have no holes in them. All the electrical is done. It's just sheetrock and the ceiling tiles. That's basically all that's needed, and flooring, like the actual floor.
Now, children were born here in the U.S. also, right?
Yes, they were. Their physician is Dr. Islam. My OBGYN is Dr. LaBlanca. He is out of the Woodlands, right in front of Memorial Hermann Hospital. My children are legal. I am a legal citizen. I was born and raised in Kentucky. Their father is legal.
Okay. All right. Tell me, what about the children? Tell me what CPS is stating.
CPS is stating that my children are physically abused. My children do not get spankings. They do not get beat. My children are very well behaved. If you ask them or tell them to stop doing something, usually they stop, and if not, then I take precaution. I take care of. I don't know how to explain it. I'm at a loss of words with everything that's going on right now. EMS was here. They tested the kids' blood. They looked them over, and I was not in the ambulance. I was not allowed anywhere near the ambulance. I'm almost positive they checked their private areas. My children did not have any bruises whatsoever on them. Juana has ant bites and mosquito bites from where we play outside. Ant hills, they like to stomp in them and watch the ants run. That's a kid exploring outside. I doctor them, but they itch and they scratch and they start to bleed, which makes a scar. Cecilia has a vein right here on her cheek. I was asked where she got that bruise from. I said, it's not a bruise. Look very closely. It is a blue vein. So, if EMS looked at my kids and said they didn't have any bruises, their private areas didn't have a diaper rash, if I was the kind of person that locks my kids up and all this, they would have diaper rashes.
And EMS didn't transport them? They left
they were right out front. It took them about 30 minutes to check out both girls. Ceci come out, she was okay. Juana, she was screaming, and I couldn't do anything about it. And I know that they pricked their feet. They took blood out of their feet. So, if something was wrong, EMS would have taken them right then and there, not wait for 4.5 hours later until CPS could show up. Because I made these dresses for them for a wedding actually that they were going to. And when I told her that they were going to be twin Cinderellas, she was ecstatic. She's like, I'm so glad they got to use them more than once before they grew out of them. And the floor wasn't that dirty either.
No, the toy box. Okay, toy box you really can't see, but unless you really.
Yeah, the toy box stays in that corner. They know that they're toys after they're done playing with them. Or when we come in here, we do a daily room cleanup. All their toys go in that box, and the box actually sits against this wall. So if you walk in this door, you're not going to see their toy box. You're not going to see their toy box. So, I mean, sitting here because there was 2 toys in the middle of the floor, and it was said 1 blanket when there was actually 5 blankets in the floor. If you're going to report something, please report the truth. That's my princesses. Cereal.
Someone kind of likes to cook too.
Oh yeah. We cook everything from Mexican to Guatemalan to Italian to Chinese. Yeah, that's gotta go. To your left.
Okay.
This is gonna, if you want to get this, new toy room. Gonna be their new toy room. This is gonna be toys only. The DVD and all that, the dresser is gonna be coming out.
Okay.
This is gonna be, because this is where my sister slept.
Okay.